Back in 2010, a gambling company was founded in Georgia named Europebet. 5 years later, it became part of the Betsson Group, and since then the phrase "powered by Betsson" has appeared on its website, social media posts and outdoor communication. This marked Betsson's first entry into the region, and today Georgia is one of 21 offices around the world. This is a brand that employs 2,700 people representing 70 nationalities, and its products are being used by 29 million people worldwide. You can read the name of Betsson on the jerseys of Inter Milan, Boca Juniors, Club Brugge and others, while also seeing it with the stars like Francesco Totti, Shota Arveladze and many more. In 2025, our partnership entered a new phase and Europebet officially became Betsson Georgia. This major rebranding task is now complete and the users know about it, but before we fully embrace this new identity, we decided to dive deeper into Betsson Multiverse and explore it from the inside. For that, we planned a short trip, short in time, not in distance, because over the next 2 weeks we will be visiting Betsson's offices in Sweden, Malta and Argentina, meet the staff, explore the company culture and see the behind the stories of the company. We want to explore all the layers that make Betsson a brand that it is. Before we set off on this journey, let's hear from the managers of Betsson Georgia about the rebrand, and then we'll tell all the other stories along the way.
Georgia is like a spark that blends local flavor with global ambitions, and especially considering our technology, talented people, creativity, quality product, I think that we are not just supporting strategy, but sometimes we are helping shape it. Company where innovation meets integrity, where lots of creativity, and where passion powers performance. That's Betsson Georgia, I think, and global heart but local soul.
Watching UCL final, being on a jersey of Inter and having the same logo once you enter the office, it feels like totally next level. And that is how it made us feel, and that is inspiring. Betsson is all about we are providing the best customer experience to the gaming industry. That is the shortest way of describing it. Most of the things that inspire me at Betsson, being global, being digital, and working with the people that I work with.
I think it's something that we've been waiting for a long time, even though maybe we never acknowledged it. I think it's been a massive thing for the whole environment, not only just for the customers, I think also for the employees, because at some point I get a lot of feedback from various types of people saying that, oh, now you're Betsson and I didn't know that you've been doing such cool stuff. But the assets that we have around the globe and the presence that's always constantly there in major tournaments or other areas, it's becoming part of something much bigger, and now it's the only thing how we can capitalize on that as a market, as a standalone market.
The most, what I like since my 2.5 years with the group is definitely people and their attitudes, how supportive they are, the passion that drives them to do great things together, and how supportive they are.
Georgia plays a strategic role as a dynamic growth hub within Betsson Group, having strong compliance, driving innovations, tech-driven marketing to support global expansion.
Europebet was quite a strong brand before, and the Betsson is even stronger because it's a global brand. It has a huge history of iGaming and of course great employee experience on the European market. It's very helpful, and it gives us a lot of opportunity to attract more international talents and even greater local talents. So I'm very glad and happy of this opportunity.
We all love Europebet. We all had tears on our eyes saying goodbyes to that brand, but it feels like going to the next level.
Our journey to discover Betsson had to begin where the company itself started. We are in capital of Sweden, Stockholm. We'll spend a few days here, including a visit to Betsson's headquarters, where we'll meet with the local team, and of course the CEO, Mr. Pontus Lindwall, and CFO, Martin Hoffman. We'll discover the working culture, the environment, and get to know and see the Betsson through their eyes.
The elevator version about how Betsson was created, I was working in the gaming industry in Sweden. It was very rigid and very much politically driven. It was almost impossible to do something as a private person, so I decided never to work in the gaming industry. But then internet came and I realized that, okay, if I can do this cross-border from elsewhere, then the politicians can't really meet us, and I founded the company, got some investments, and we started to build software in 1996, and we had to build everything from bottom up. We realized that we are spread out in the world, but we have to work together. We don't want to work as isolated islands. We need to cooperate, and for that to happen, we have this one Betsson, which means that I can cooperate with people also in other offices.
I think One Betsson is a good example of, for instance, the sponsorship with Inter Milan. That is something that can be used all over Betsson, no matter if you're in Georgia or if you're in South America or if you're in Sweden. It's a well-known club, and it kind of unites Betsson and gets credibility to it. I mean, Georgia was one of the first acquisitions that Betsson did outside of the Nordic region. So I think that was a really important start to Betsson being a global company.
The Stockholm part is over for now. We learned quite a few things about Betsson, but just not enough, I think. Our next stop is Malta. We've come from Scandinavia to the southern Europe, to the island of Malta, right in the heart of the Mediterranean. More precisely, this is the town called Tbilisi, which is the home to Betsson's operational headquarters. This office manages the company's global activities like product development, infrastructure, and of course, day-to-day business activities.
Betsson has historically been a combination of many different brands, and the group has owned and acquired many different brands over the years. But the fact that we have started to recently concentrate on Betsson is a sign of strength, of consolidation, in order to be able to compete with, you know, the big names out there. So combining all our resources and all our assets into one name, I think is a very strong message to the industry out there.
Now we also have Betsson in the Georgian market. Suddenly everything we do on the international scene is also relevant for the Georgian people. Okay, it's a small country, 3.5 million people, but it's still 3.5 million that are contributing heavily to our performance and our profitability in general. So for that reason, Georgia is a key pillar in that whole global strategy.
When I walked into Betsson's Georgian office and saw 300 people working under one roof, I was truly impressed of the size of it, but here the scale is even bigger. More than 1,200 people are employed in this office, making it a very active and, of course, important place.
Well, I think it's a place where it's like this roller coaster. It's very fun, you know, but can be quite challenging at times as well. Always fast-paced, you know, fast-moving, I would say.
Betsson as the whole group, that's the way we go into market and expand our reach to our audience. We have, I would say, a very strong relationship together with both Vasil and Theo within product and of course technology side. And at the end of the day, it's all about people and the way how we can collaborate on a personal level. If we understand each other, if we respect each other. And I think that's the relationship we have with the Georgian team.
What I would like now is that we strengthen our collaboration even more so we can share things we're doing in the product globally with what's happening in Georgia and see where there are synergies and to share ideas so we can make a better product together, essentially.
Over the years, we have gone closer and closer, worked more and more integrated And obviously now when the rebrand to Betsson have happened, we will also see even further closeness between the teams. I mean, the brand Betsson, we almost cover 1 billion people globally with the brand that we can market it to. So it's a new time in Georgia, but I hope everyone will embrace it, push it forward, use all those incredible assets that we have. And I always say, if you work with someone that is passionate, it's amazing, it transmits.
I can use Georgia rebranding as an example, I guess, you know, how the team came together to do the whole rebranding. It was true passion, that there was a excitement and a motivation, and they could see the long-term strategic objective of getting Betsson brand live in Georgia and start benefit from some of the global assets and so on. I don't think if key people in this project, if the passion was not written on their forehead, then it would have never happened. I had the privilege of being there for the whole week and be part of events building up, even you know, going and meeting the Quarterly Football Club with the female team, which we supported and donated funds so they could really build up on the grassroots strategy. And then all the way to playing at the National Arena in front of 45,000 people. This was just the cherry on the cake, that we had done the rebranding. We had the Legend Games in Georgia. 1 week later, or 2 weeks later, or whatever, we have the Champions League final. This was in our first year sponsoring Inter. So we did, from a commercial point of view, let's say, hit the jackpot. Every Georgian was sitting in front of the TV watching this game, rooting for the wrong team, PSG, but they deserve to win, so it's okay. But what better start of launching Betsson in Georgia when all Georgians are watching the Champions League final and the Inter is there with Betsson everywhere. So I think that is super exciting. But we will forget the result, okay?
I would call this our next stop, but actually it's the final one. We arrived in Buenos Aires, on the other side of the Atlantic. Unlike Sweden and Malta, Argentina is not a home to Betsson's headquarters or its South American regional hub, but among other reasons, this is the place where sports, and especially football, is loved madly, like crazy. If you remember the World Cup celebrations in 2022, you will also remember this place, the obelisk, where people were climbing the light bulbs and celebrating their country's World Cup win. This is a massive city, and I'm standing on the widest street in the world, July 9th Avenue. We'll try to make most of our time while we're here. We'll first visit Betsson's office in Argentina, get to know the team, explore their working culture and environment, and then head out to the city. So let's go. Until the end of 2024, Betsson Argentina operated here only through digital infrastructure. But in December 2024, they opened a physical space also. So they operate in this new and nice office. Betsson is the sponsor of the two giants of the Argentinian football, Club Racing and Boca Juniors. Seeing Betsson logo on the t-shirts of these clubs almost every week gives the brand more awareness among the millions of fans within Argentina, and of course, builds the brand image as well. We will meet with Managing Director Maximiliano Bellio here and look through the eyes of the Argentinians as how they perceive the Betsson brand.
Betsson Argentina, it's a mix between hard work, loud opinions, and even louder mate, typically fusion here in Argentina. So we talk about football at least once time an hour. In football, loving countries like Argentina or Georgia, being a gambling company means being held to high standards by fans who lives and break the game. But it's also a huge opportunity when you speak the same language as the fans, in this case football, of course, you connect deeper. And just like a perfect assist, trust timing and a bit of magic. So Boca, Racing, Inter, for us is this connection, is we are fan, not sponsorship of these teams, we are fansorship of these teams because we deep our connection with us. And most importantly, enjoy the ride. Betsson is a place where the passions meets opportunities, so make the most of it. And of course, don't forget to have fun along the way.
For the football enthusiasts, I'm sure you know what this place is, but for those who don't know, we are at La Bombonera, the home of Boca Juniors, which is the main partner of Betsson in Argentina, along with Racing. Bombonera is a home to 57,000 football fans. Now it's empty, unfortunately, but still, it's very, very impressive to be here. Betsson's partnership with Boca Juniors and also Racing Club in 2023 turned out to be a very strategic and successful move, as thousands of fans almost every week and also millions at their TV sets watch how Betsson is portrayed on the shirts of these clubs, giving the brand awareness and of course the recognition to our company. We'll go around the stadium, see the trophy cabinet as well, and then go around the neighborhood, La Boca, which is almost fully blue and yellow. Let's go. That's it. Our journey came to an end. We visited Sweden, Malta and Argentina in a very short amount of time. During this journey, we visited Betsson's offices in each of these 3 countries, and we never left a room unopened. We talked to everyone. We discovered what the brand of Betsson is about, what the working culture is about. And I think we discovered that Georgia is on the brink of a big step towards a more successful future, because we've kind of integrated ourselves into a global brand that is operating on a very high standard. So the future is bright. See you soon.